Okay, this is question 1 and question 2 on the number paper. So the first question asks us to work out 2 times by 8 take away 3. Now notice the 8 take away 3 is inside brackets, so I need to complete that part first. 8 take away 3 is 5 and 2 times by 5 is 10. The next question asks us to do 3 squared plus 2 times by 5. Bidmas says that we should do indices first. 3 squared we know is 9 plus 4 times by 5. We do multiplying before we do adding, so I know it's 9 plus 20, and 20 plus 9 is 29. Okay. The next question asks us to find the value of 5 cubed, which means 5 times by 5 times by 5. I would expect you to know that 5 5s are 25 and 25 times 5 is 125. The next question asks us to find the square root of 16. This means what two numbers times together which are equal getting you 16. I know that 4 times by 4 is 16, so the square root of 16 is 4. Question 2. Okay, it asks us here to work out 20 take away 12 divided by 4. Now it's important to remember we do division before we do taking away. So I need to do 20 take away 12 divided by 4, which is 3. 20 take away 3 is 17. Part B. It asks us to put brackets in to make the statement true. So my advice here is to see, is it possible to put brackets in to get the answer 15 out, and to practice to see if it makes sense. Would it make sense to put brackets here and here? 5 plus 3 would be 8. Then you would times it by 2, that would give you 16. Take away 1 would be 15. We happen to have found the right place straight away. If that did not work, we would obviously move along and try and put my brackets around the 3 and the 2 and see if that worked. So my advice is start at the beginning, see if the brackets fit and get you the correct solution. Part C. It asks us to work out minus 8 times by minus 3. 8 times by 3 is 24. So I know straight away my answer has got to be based on the number 24. I do know that 2 minuses times together will always get me a positive answer. So I will leave my answer as 24 rather than put a negative in front of it. In order to get a negative answer out, one number has to be positive and one number has to be negative. The last question asks me to do a fraction added together. It says 7/10 plus 1/5. In order to add tenths and fifths together, we need to have the denominators the same. The simplest way to answer this question is to turn that 1/5 into 2/10. So I leave the 7/10 alone, turn the 1/5 into 2/10, and it allows me straight away to add the 7 and the 2 together to get me 9/10.